Hi everybody, this is the Soul Coach Peggy Arvidsson. I'm also a professional hand analyst, and there's been a lot of little things that I wanted to do videos for, and since I was catching up on some laser videos and went to the trouble to put on my nice jewelry and my makeup and all that good stuff, I thought I should do a couple more videos while I was looking good. Anyway, one of the most common questions I get asked, and by the way, if you have questions or you'd like to learn more about hand analysis or palmistry, as it's more commonly known, you can visit my website, which is www.intuitiveevolution.com. I'm always evolving, so I thought it was real important to combine two of my great loves, intuition and evolving, into one. It's the name of my company, Intuitive Evolution, my website. One of the most common questions I get asked, and I get asked a few questions pretty regularly, and I'd like to just answer it for you here on the video, is what's more important, my right hand or my left hand? A lot of us, myself included, I think some of the first books I read about palmistry said, really laid it out like your left hand was your destiny and your right hand was what you were doing with your destiny. Was the way that I interpreted it. Now, in my practice, and I've been reading hands for 5 years now, I hate to put numbers on things because I either sound like I'm really exaggerating or underestimating, because numbers not so much my thing, but I suspect there's close to 1,000 pairs of hands I've read or taken a look at. So here's my perspective on this, and I always teach my students that it becomes the reader's choice, and it's an interactive conversation with our clients. People who come to us to show us our hands are doing so in a sense of confidentiality and partnership. We're not here to predict their future. We're here to help guide them or inspire them to make choices that serve them. That's all we do. The tools in their hands are in their hands. So with everything in life, when we're dealing with humans, there are rules, there are guidelines to follow, and then we just let nature take its course. So right hands, if you're right-handed, and I think, I don't know, what are the studies? What do they say? Like 80% of the population is right-handed. Here's my right hand. Here we go. Generally, I tend to read the right hand as you, my client, you in the world, the way you present yourself. Which hand do you shake with, right? We shake with our right hand. Our right hand is connected to sort of our outside, our outer being, right? We have the right hand controls the left brain, all of these little right and left concepts. Again, not a neuroscientist here, this has been my experience. 90% of the time, clients would agree that the right hand, whether they're right-handed or left-hand dominant, represents who they are in the world, okay? Their left hand, again, this is my opinion, my reader's choice. 90% of the time, I refer to the left hand as your inside, right? Our left hand connects into our heart. In our culture, we wear our wedding ring on our left hand ring finger, and that has to do with the connection to the heart, the inside, who we are, our soul, our inner being. So when I talk about who are you inside, I'm really referring to this concept of who are you when you're with your best friends or with the people who know you best, or when you're looking in the mirror in the morning and you're doing your mantras and you're doing your affirmations and you're setting your dreams and you're doing your visualization. Those could be those little stories or secrets that you've never told anybody, and that you just write in your journal. It's you and your connection to God. Now that I've said that, right? Right hand, you in the world. Left hand, you to yourself. And generally, I call that the Tootsie Roll Center, what we want to protect in most cases. Putting ourselves out there makes us feel very vulnerable. Now, before I started reading hands, I had no idea how many people in the world say, well, I'm ambidextrous, or I'm left hand, but I'm right hand dominant, or I'm left hand and left hand dominant. So that accounts for that sort of wiggly 10%. I may be having a reading with somebody and going down the road, having this conversation, referring to things in their right hand as them in the world, their left hand as them at home, in themselves. And as I said, we're having a dialogue. I'm leading them to resolution and choices and giving them tools to make choices that work for them. So they might say to me, Peggy, everything sounds great except for we have to flip that. This is me on the inside, this is me on the outside. And so in those cases, we just say, okay, let's just flip it. Because again, I'm not the all-knowing guru. I'm not here to predict your future. And I'm not here to prove for you some great party trick. I'm here to converse with you and create a partnership. So here's the answer to right hand, left hand. Which is more important? Which one do you read? I read both. And I enter into a conversation and an inspiration, hopefully, for making wise choices with my clients. So please always feel free to share both your right hand and your left hand with your hand analyst. If you'd like more information about the work that I do, the teaching I do for hand analysis, the private readings I do, you can check out my website, which is www.intuitiveevolution.com. You can always email me at handanalystpro@comcast.net. Thanks for listening. This is Peggie Arvidsson, and I'm out of the frame there. And this is Palmistry with Peggie. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning. Take care.